How significant are Chen Ping'an's two masters? How terrifying is their strength? Although Chen Ping'an's path of cultivation was hindered by the shattering of his life porcelain and the breaking of his longevity bridge, despite having mediocre talents and innate deficiencies, Chen Ping'an persevered with a childlike heart in his cultivation and ultimately achieved extraordinary success on his martial path. During Chen Ping'an's ascendance to the path of great Tao, he fortuitously met two great teachers. So, how significant are Chen Ping'an's two masters, and how terrifying is their strength? Wen Sheng, the old scholar. Wen Sheng's original name is Sun Qing. He is the fourth Confucian sage of the Confucian lineage. Having once achieved the honor of scholar in the secular dynasties before his sainthood, he was thus referred to as the old scholar. He began his path to cultivation at 40 but attained Tao within 60 years. With the merit of sagehood, he harmonized with the three states, achieving 14 realms. Sun Qing was not only the most gifted cultivator of his time, but also the youngest 14th realm cultivator in millennia. Though he considered his scholarship inferior to the supreme sage, his writings were rigorous, the reasoning was thorough, and the structure clear. Even those with basic literacy could understand the profound insights within. His scholarship was hence praised as the harmony of the three teachings, achieving the greatness of various schools. At his peak, the old scholar won twice in the debate of the three teachings, especially during the last debate, where he invited the ancestors of Taoism and Buddhism to discuss Tao, earning acclaim as an intellectual beacon. From this event, his fame rose, and many Confucian disciples admired him, leading to a growing number of his disciples. Since Sun Qing wanted to meticulously explain every detail, even simple principles could be discussed for a day, he had limited time to take on close disciples. Though he had many registered disciples, he only had 4 true disciples: Cui, Zhuo, Junqian, and Qi Jingchun. These 4 accompanied the old scholar from poverty to a sage of the Confucian lineage. The bonds among them were immensely strong. Due to his belief in the philosophy of human nature is inherently evil, educate and move toward good, which was vastly different from the third Confucian saint's belief, their battle for the proof of their philosophies led to the debate of 3 and 4 about human nature's goodness or evil. Unfortunately, in this debate, he advocated the philosophy of his first disciple, Cui, of pragmatic achievements, which was not yet complete then. As a result, the old scholar ultimately lost the debate. After failing in the debate of 3 and 4, the old scholar accepted his loss, taking an oath to stay in the Hall of Merit in the Confucian temple. Following that, his statue was gradually moved lower and was eventually removed and smashed. The lineage of Wen Sheng was disrupted, and its books were banned, scattering his disciples. Until Qi Jingchun sacrificed himself to protect Li Zhu Dong Tian and perished with his path, the old scholar had to make an unthinkable pact with all saints. He chose to give up his physical form and his abilities as a Confucian saint, roaming the world with his spirit. Unexpectedly to the old scholar, Qi Jingchun accepted Chen Ping'an as a disciple before his passing, thus making Chen Ping'an the last true disciple of the old scholar. Initially, Chen Ping'an felt unqualified to study under such a learned old scholar, which led him to hesitate to acknowledge the old scholar as his master. It wasn't until Chen Ping'an experienced more in the world that he realized the depths of the old scholar's knowledge. Satisfied, he willingly became the old scholar's last disciple. During the subsequent war between Haoran world and Manhuang world, Wen Sheng's lineage turned the tide, playing a crucial role. In the later Confucian temple meetings, with Niu Men Yueqi, the old scholar's statue was restored, reinstating his identity as Wen Sheng. Martial Saint Cui Cheng came from the prestigious Cui family of Haoran world. Renowned as the patriarch of the family's revival, he was a paragon of both scholarship and martiality. Although his scholarly achievement was slightly inferior, he had the potential to become a great scholar. Remarkably open-minded, despite belonging to the lineage of the second Confucian sage, he embraced the teachings of the zestful old scholar who failed many times and even let his grandson Cui be his disciple. Unfortunately, after the Confucian debate of 3 and 4, he left his teacher, becoming a disgraced figure, disappearing without a trace. Cui Cheng, believing himself responsible for his grandson's fate, became mad with guilt, searching for him relentlessly. until he met Chen Ping'an as Mr. Cui Dongshan on the disheveled peak of Fall Mountain, from whom he learned of Cui's whereabouts, settling on Fall Mountain to guide Chen Ping'an's path. This peak martial artist used his fists to forge Chen into the strongest martial artist of the Third Realm. He laid a solid foundation for Chen's path as a martial god. After educating Chen Ping'an, he continued teaching, training his grand disciple, Pei Qian, with endless admiration, passing on all his knowledge, even leaving Pei Qian with a legacy. While furthering Pei Qian's education, Cui Cheng was on the verge of attaining the lost 11th martial stage, not only the strongest martial stage but also his long-awaited goal. When the opportunity came, he refrained from opposing Lu Chen, the third master of Baiyu Jing, sacrificing his chance for the safety of Fall Mountain's young generation. Cui Cheng exchanged his Dao path for the peaceful time for the young generation and eventually passed away peacefully in the lotus blossom paradise of Fall Mountain. In his death, the martial fortune was split, 7 parts to the lotus blossom paradise, 3 parts given to Howren world. Once the Hall of Ancestors on Fall Mountain was built, Chen Ping'an rightfully placed Cui Cheng's image with Wen Sheng, honoring them as teachers.